are live. Let's wait for some people to get on here. Brad with Wrist Game Miami. Let's wait for Grailsy to send the text out before we get started. Have the king, the panda, here today. Karl F. Bucherer, the brand that started and made Rolex what it is today. We have 3 people on so far. Let's just wait a few more minutes. Grailsy should send the text out soon. Let me know that you can hear me okay. I'll go ahead and set this panda. Brand new piece, box and papers. There's no reserve today, so wherever we land is what it's selling for. And looks like we have 5 people on. This is one of the best panda dials in the game. Just got the text. There we go. So let's get into this, shall we? We have 13 minutes, no reserve. The name that collectors give this dial says everything. This is the Karl F. Bucherer Manero Flyback. Panda dial, silver background, black subdials, stainless steel bracelet, 40 millimeters, new watch, never been worn, box and papers. Everybody calls this the panda for a good reason. And we are starting at only $2,900. The MSRP on this is $7,400. So we are well below that. The silver dial is very clean. It's polished. It's very bright. Kind of has a radial grain. We'll zoom in on that for you. Let me zoom in so you can see it. Just going to do a quick zoom. If you're just joining us, Brad here with Wrist Game Miami. Oh, let me adjust this a little bit for you. There we go. Check this out. Such a crazy dial. This is the best panda in the game, I would argue. Silver dial. Outside it can look white. It's bright, kind of a sunray tone to it. And then you have the black subdials that make it the panda. You have the register over here, which is the seconds counter. So that is always moving. Over at the 9, you have the 30-minute subdial over to the right at 3, and that moves as you use the chronograph for the flyback. And that's the panda. This was inspired from racing chronographs from the 60s and the 70s, carrying this layout. A lot of these dials on a lot of other brands, Rolex and some others, can sell for $30,000 and up. And this one has a lot of history, a lot of heritage, and we are well below that. Such a cool piece. Love the steel bracelet. You'll notice that there's contrast between the center links and the outer links. That's because the center links are polished and the outer links are brushed, and that gives you, it's a small detail that makes a big difference when it's on your wrist. Looks really cool. Everything is very cohesive. This watch is very complete together. A lot of great wrist presence. And the panda dial in black is the most serious. It's also the most versatile. You can wear this with anything. You can wear it as a daily. You can wear it as a dress watch. You can wear it in a boardroom. You can wear it to dinner, to church, on a boat. Like, this watch really can do it all. If you don't know Karl F. Bucherer from my other streams, Karl F. Bucherer started in 1888. Him and his wife Louise opened up a shop, and it stays within the family. So nearly 140 years of Swiss watchmaking. This is the family that helped Hans Wilsdorf bring his watches to market. And Hans Wilsdorf is the man that built Rolex. So we don't really know if Rolex would really be Rolex without Karl F. Bucherer. And that's why this brand is so important. And that's why this brand is such an amazing conversation piece, especially at the price point. So silver dial, black subdials. You have rhodium wedge hands with superluminova fill, so they're legible in any light. You have a tachometer scale around the inner ring. You have the date down at 6, of course. 2 register layout. It's very clean. Such a nice dial. And this is a 40 millimeter stainless steel case, so wearable on practically any wrist. Full links, so if you have a big wrist, it's not a problem. Let's take a look at the case back as well. I'll show you how nice that case back is. We have 8 minutes to go. Let's see who's moving these bids. Check out this case back. Everything in-house on this. Everything made in Switzerland. This is the CFB 1973. That is Karl F. Bucherer's own in-house automatic caliber. So you have 29 joules. You have 56-hour power reserve over 2 full days. And like I was saying, nothing is outsourced in this thing. Everything is designed, made, regulated in Switzerland. The case back is so cool. You're not going to find this on a lot of other Pandas. Most other Pandas, even for 10 times the price, are going to be a closed case back. Not as beautiful on the inside. Not as well built as this. There's so much value in this watch. And let's talk about why this is called the Flyback. Got a little dust on here. Let's talk about why this is called the Flyback. So generally, to start the chrono and stop the chrono, you're going to press this top button. You're going to press this top button again to stop it, then press the bottom to reset it, and then you would press the top button to restart it again. That is how most chronographs are. Now the Flyback collapses all of this into one press. So this is running right now. I want to retime something and reset it really quickly. Press the bottom button and it instantly snaps back to 0 and starts again. And that is the complication that aviators needed when getting it right was really important, because if they couldn't have a flyback function like this that was instant and fast, you know, they could get a lot of timing with things off quite a bit, and that was truly important back in the day. So such a cool combination. That's why they call this the Flyback, and it's a lot of solid engineering in this. So again, this is a new watch, hasn't been worn, still has the sticker up top here. I took the sticker on the bottom part of the bracelet off so you could see, you know, the details of it, but still has the sticker up top. MSRP, if you were to go to the store and buy it, is over $7,400, and we're still at only $2,900. So let's see where the bids go. A lot of the bids start happening in the last few minutes. So we are quite a bit below that. Karl F. Bucherer Manero Flyback, the legendary Panda, silver dial, black subdials, all steel bracelet. Everything on this is in-house. You have the in-house CFB 1973 movement. Again, that's a 56-hour power reserve. box and papers. And if you become a client of mine, you're a client for life. So if you have other watches in your collection that ever need service, instead of sending it into the brand and paying $2,000 service for a watch that you only paid $5,000 for, you can send it to me and I will have my watchmakers fix it at cost. So generally it's under $500 for a full service. Just depends on the brand and what's wrong with it, but usually very reasonable. And that's just something I do for you guys because I know how it is when I used to kind of live in the Midwest and not have a watchmaker nearby. I remember taking an IWC into a watchmaker in the Midwest, and they needed $1,500 to fix a chronograph for it. Here where I am now, it's only going to be, $300, $350 to do a service on that same watch. So if you guys need that, it's a great perk to have with me. Looks like we're in the final 3 minutes. Karl F. Bucherer Manero Flyback Panda, silver dial, black subdials, steel bracelet, in-house CFB 1973, 56-hour power reserve, flyback chronograph, new piece, never worn, box and papers. MSRP is over $7,400. So somebody is about to walk away with the classic Panda on a steel bracelet, new watch, at a price that you can't get anywhere else. I have sold these still brand new for over $5,000 before, so there's quite a bit of a gap there, and there's a finite supply of these. They're winding down production on a lot of Bucherers, so we don't really know how much longer you'll be able to get these. And with other brands, that could mean that no one will want them anymore because the brand is winding down. But with Karl F. Bucherer, when you have this much history, this much heritage, and everything done in-house, kept in the family, and they've helped Rolex become Rolex, it will always be an important conversation piece. And so, therefore, there will always be demand as long as Rolex is Rolex, right? Let's see where we end up. This is the last minute. If you're going to get in a bid, now's the time to do it. I always say these are the best conversation piece you can have for under 10 grand because most people don't even know Bucherer, but they can see that this is a nice watch and they'll ask you about it. And then when you're able to teach them like what Bucherer is and how it started and how it helped Rolex, that's a great conversation piece, right? Such a cool story. And let's see where we end up. We're in our final 30 seconds now. $7,400 MSRP. There's no reserve. Let's see where we end up. Again, box and papers. This is a new watch. Do we have 3,000? Or is somebody stealing this? Awesome. Looks like somebody stole it. 2,900. Congrats to who got this. Very happy for you. Sometimes that's how it goes, right? So I'll be sending this off to Grailsy tomorrow for you, assuming you have proof of funds, and then we'll go from there. If you appreciated how I talk about watches, my name's Brad from Wrist Game Miami, and check me out, give me a follow, and I will see you guys on the next one. I'll have some more tomorrow night.